What I'd like to do is just touch briefly on kind of how the year went, the season. We released earnings last week. Things have been really interesting with the drought, obviously. When you look at kind of where the industry has been, we haven't seen a drought like this since about 1988, perhaps even arguably more longer than that, probably back in the perhaps in the 60s. So it was an interesting year, and it started off really great. You all remember kind of March, you know, I think it was 80 degrees across the country. We thought it was going to be really a great year. And all of a sudden, we hit about the first week of May, last week of April, first week of May, and kind of the bottom fell out simply because it became obviously extremely dry across the country. Personally, I cut my own grass. I didn't cut for 7 weeks. And when you don't cut for 7 weeks, you go through withdrawal symptoms. It's really bad. I was mean the whole time. It was really ugly. One of the things that's changing at Briggs is the fact that we're looking at innovation in a different way. So we've always tried to be innovative in the past, but about 2 years ago we reorganized our company to a great extent, including we popped out R&D from the businesses, and now our R&D group reports directly to me. And what you're starting to see come out of Briggs, and you'll continue to see this now over the next several years, is you're going to see more and more innovation, both on the engine side and on the product side. Now that doesn't mean we've given up on cost by any means. One of the key tenets to be able to compete in the market is to have low cost. But if you get low cost with meaningful innovation and meaningful differentiation, we think that's ultimately the winner. So what we're going to talk about, and the marketing folks that are around, and I'll introduce some of those marketing folks in a minute, they'll be able to kind of walk you through some of the stuff that's in the booth, and also in the booth over the Ferris booth down the way, the Ferris Simplicity Snapper booth. And ultimately, what you should start to see is more of a pattern on really cool stuff. We think cool stuff that's going to come out. You'll see that come out of us here over the next several years. So let me just make sure I touch on all these things here. First off, on the engine side, one of the things you'll see on the other side, this isn't a product, but on the other side of the booth is Made in the USA. And one of the things that I think maybe people don't fully understand is that we've got well over 90% of our engines that are made here in the U.S. Now, we make them with global parts. So we import parts, but we also make an awful lot of parts ourselves in our plants. And one of the things you'll see us do here over the next season and going forward is to make sure people understand that, you know, we have a pretty significant presence here in the U.S. and we're very, very proud of that. A couple other things, we do have the 750 series and the 950 series snow engines, which are on, you see where it says utility engines, I believe it's just on the other side. We have a lot of stuff in those things, freeze-resistant recoil starters, magnetron electric ignition for really quick, reliable starts time after time. We have the new E-Series engine for the push mowers, which are right kind of straight ahead there. Basically, the thing that's cool about those, lighter weight, great power that comes out of them. You'll see more of that coming out of us into the future as well. The 1000 series engine for compact riders. Zach, where's the 1000 series?
We're going to pull it out in a minute. It's in the conference room.
It's so cool. It's so secret. We have it in the conference room. We'll pull it out for you guys in a few minutes. The cool thing about that is that it's specifically designed for compact riders, delivering high power in a lighter weight package. It's less than 32 pounds, ensuring that the rider's power will remain nimble and highly capable. So that's really the key on some of these compact riders. On the commercial side, you can't miss the vehicle back there. One of the things that's really important for you to understand about that, and I'd encourage you to go over and take a look because there's a lot of features on that vehicle that are really cool. We have a significant focus on commercial engines, the Vanguard engines. And what people need to understand is that when they see Briggs Commercial, Briggs Vanguard, it lives up to a standard that is second to none. And you'll see us with more of a push not only on the vehicles, but on commercial equipment as well, our commercial power for commercial equipment as well. On the product side, we do have a couple of Elite, right back over there, new Elite Series pressure washers. Products have longer run times, pretty much 4 times longer. And we have an innovative design for easy maneuverability. I saw some people yesterday going over there. I try and pick that thing up with one finger. You can actually do it. It's amazing how maneuverable that thing is. What we don't have our standby generators, but I do want to mention 2 things with standbys. One is with we have the new GE. We make all the GE home standby generators. We have the GE standby generators. It's in the press kit, I believe, Laura. The key thing about that is it's much easier to service. It's redesigned. There's a lot of different features to it that I would encourage you to take a look at in the press kit. We do have the 16 and the 20 kW Briggs Stratton standby generators. The thing that's interesting about those is that we've engineered them so you can put them closer to the house. A lot of times when you have standby generators, they need to go fairly far away from the house. These things have been engineered to be compliant with NFPA. NFPA is the National Fire Protection Agency, and they've basically reviewed our generators, and you can put them closer to the house. Much better for smaller lots. On the Ferris brand, down the aisle, you'll see that we have introduced the 600Z and the 700Z series zero-turn mowers with our patented suspension technology and steering system powered by the 27 horsepower Briggs Stratton Professional Series engine. Ferris also launched a mobile site for consumers. One of the keys that we have for dealers and consumers is to make it easier to understand and do business with us. And so whether that's a dealer, and you can see in the podium in the back, we do have the Power Portal. That's really important for our dealers to understand what's going on with regards to us, with what the status of some of their orders are. We do a lot of communication through that dealer portal. And also, we're doing a lot more with mobile websites to allow users to have more information on their piece of equipment. Digital is a big deal for us, and we're investing some money, real money into that. And then new for 2013 on Simplicity tractors, we do have the high-speed transmission. Market research shows that consumers are looking to mow a little bit faster. We're giving it to them. And then we also have, on the snapper side, the rear engine rider, which the rear engine rider has been an icon in this industry for probably 50 years. And we completely redid it this year. And so that would be down the way as well, that you can see in the booth, Ferris Simplicity Snapper.